Hi there, here's a wee update on the firelighters that I made out of sawdust and wax. So that was the originals, giving them a wee bit of a good wax in so they're nice and dry. Now I've made a wee variation on them using the wax lighters. Inside this is a cotton pad. I just cut these in half, dipped them in melted petroleum jelly, just the cheap stuff at the pound shop. Once they were dry, then dipped them into the wax and left them to harden and done them a couple of times. Obviously that was a white candle wax, you did them in any colour you like. So to upgrade them, I kind of went across between this and this. So I cut the pads into slices and then cut them into squares. For there, I got one of the lighters, fire lighters, and I slightly melted the top of it with a hairdryer, put on the top this wee square so it's stuck with the melted wax. I then put some of the petroleum jelly on. I just put it on with a screwdriver, you could use anything, and just spread it on. I put a wee mound on the top. Again with the hairdryer, watch it didn't blow over. I just used the screwdriver so they wouldn't fall over, and melted the petroleum jelly into the pad. Once that's happened, I had already got the wax melted. I had some blue dye to this one just so it would just look a wee bit different. Once I had put the pad on top, I dipped it into the wax, got it nice and wet at the top, made sure it was right, and then straight away put it into the mould. And this was just a seed tray mould that I've got. That's what I used as a mould for the original, and then squashed it down. And the reason I squashed them down was they look a bit messy if you didn't, that's all sticking at the top. But when you put them in and squish them down and leave them to harden, when you pop them out like an ice cube, they come out like that, two-tone. For there, what I did is what you would do with these normal things. That's one of the pads that I use. You tear them up and they light really quick. They've got to be quite hairy, so they light really quick with the petroleum jelly because it is a form of petrol. So for there, just took a wee Stanley knife and roughed up the end, so it would act like a wick to light. So we've no lit this one obviously, so we'll give it a try and then we'll see how long it takes to go. Well, there it lit straight away as soon as you touched it. Okay. So that'll take a wee minute to catch and really take a hold. I'll keep it up a wee bit there just so that it catches the next bit. There you go. I've put a protective, it's a bit slated in here so there's no heat transference down into my table. Now what I'll do is I'll just pause this, I'll let it go for a minute or so. That's the time there, you've seen how long that's 10. It's 20 to 19 minutes to. So I'll pause it and I'll get back to see how long it's taking to get a good grip. Okay? Now here you see your well of light, and there's the time. That's 4 minutes, coming up for the 5 minutes. And that's the sawdust just caught. You can see it burning away great there. Quite a nice flame. Judging by the size of going by my hand. It's burning away good style. So we'll get back to and see what that does in a few minutes time, how long that takes. So we're back again, still burning well. It's not really burning down an awful lot, so there's still a lot of burning to go, and that's us coming up to 10 minutes. I would say you've still got another 5 minutes left in that, maybe round about that. But that's more than enough time to have stoked up your Kelly kettle or burner or whatever it is you're using if you're putting a couple in it. So aye, good fun. So just a recap. We went for just the pad, cut the pad, made it into wee squares on top of the burner, slightly melted the wax, put them on top, and then that's what you end up with. Quite happy. I could maybe get another layer of wax just for fill up all these wee holes that sort of appeared here, but they're all covered in wax anyway, so it should be okay. Alright, so if you want to have a go, that's how I do them. Anybody else out there thinks that they're better or worse, but quite happy. Okay, bye bye.